and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have a multiple character ex-listener. This is the part 1. Part 2 is going to have other characters. If you're in the live chat, be respectful to the moderators, and let's go ahead and get into it. Katsuki Bakugou. You kept yourself as quiet as you could, while slowly trying to open the door to Katsuki's bedroom. After his mother greeted you with open arms, she went on about how Katsuki has been asleep. Since it was Saturday, you decided to go over to his house to spend the day with him. Due to the light peering in from the hallway, you were able to see his sleeping form. He still looks angry when he sleeps, you snickered quietly. Once in the dark and cold bedroom, you kicked off your shoes and crawled into bed next to him. You lifted up his arm and scooted yourself as close as you could to his chest. About 30 minutes or so later, Katsuki grunted and quickly awoke, when feeling a tight grip around him. "Listener," he mumbled. You were asleep, hugging onto his sides, and your face was nuzzled into his neck crease. After slipping one arm around you, he pulled you closer to him with that arm, and the other one curled above both of you. He scratched gently at the back of your head and played with the ends of your hair, while he fluttered his eyes shut again. "Sleep well," he whispered. Eijirou Kirishima. "Hey, you home? Don't leave your manly man out here in the heat," he chuckled. For the third time, he knocked on the front door of your house. It was only you there today, and you were taking advantage of sleeping in on that Sunday afternoon. Eijirou, however, had planned on spending the day with you. You weren't answering your phone, so he began to worry a bit. With that being said, he didn't hesitate to snap the lock on the door. Eijirou has been in your house before, so he went straight towards your bedroom. Once he peeked inside, he grinned at your sleeping form. "Well, it seems like I get to sleep in too," he snickered. After flopping onto the other side of you and pulling you into a tight spooning position, he bundled himself in the pillow. "Eijirou," he mumbled in confusion, still half asleep. 20 minutes later, you woke up only to see him on his back, stretched out, snoring and drooling. You poked his cheek, but that only caused him not to move even the slightest. "Good afternoon to you too," you sighed when laying back down. Hitoshi Shinsou. You blushed and became a flustered mess when Hitoshi scooted closer to you and wrapped his arms tightly around both of your sides. He groaned in satisfaction, then hummed when he pressed his forehead to the back of your head. After UA, you and Hitoshi went over to his house, once for his cat, Munchies, curled up with you on Hitoshi's bed. He also took you into his grasp. "I'm tired as well if you want a nap," you mumbled. He smirked, then pecked the back of your head before holding you closer. He hummed in agreement and tugged the blanket over the both of you. "I was hoping you'd say that," he whispered. You fell asleep rather quickly, and, not to mention, comfortable as well. Hitoshi held you close, softly snoring, and you were also getting nuzzled by his cat. Even after you awoke an hour or so later, you still felt more relaxed and comfortable. Although you fell back asleep the same time Hitoshi awoke, he only stroked your hair, rubbed your back, and made sure you were warm and safe in his arms. Denki Kaminari. "Hurry up, you two, jeez," Kirishima shouted. Okay, you yelled back. Tonight, you, Kirishima, Mezzo, Momo, and Toru were over at Denki's house. You were recently hanging out with 2 female classmates until Denki invited you all over. After making a snack in the kitchen, you and Denki rushed over to the only open spot, which was the single-person chair. Once you sat in his lap, he pulled you close to him and rested his chin in the crease of your neck. You're warm," he whispered in a chuckle. Soon after the movie began, the lights went off. It didn't take you and Denki long to get overly comfortable. "No way," Momo sighed. "Are they both asleep?" "Lucky," Kirishima grinned. About 30 minutes later, Denki was the first to wake up. You were curled up in his lap and nuzzled into his neck crease, and to that he blushed a bit, although he shortly gave a confused look after seeing his classmates digging through his fridge. We just finished the movie, Mezzo mumbled. Tomura Shigaraki. Seeing you asleep in your bed on your own, secret house outside of city limits, made Tomura sigh. A meeting was hosted 20 minutes ago, and you didn't attend or even answer any of the calls Tomura made. Out of concern, he went to go check on you. Now, out of curiosity, Tomura took off his mask, kicked off his shoes, and crawled into the bed. He lied beside you and faced you, since you were lying on your side and spooning a pillow. He said nothing and only focused on the minor details of you, then removed the pillow you were holding. After taking its place, Tomura pulled you close to him and rested his forehead against yours. When you woke up due to not being able to move, you were really surprised at the fact that Tomura was in your house and sleeping next to you, although you were rather flattered that he was holding you close and softly breathing as he slept. Instead of waking him or crawling out of bed, you remained beside him and admired him until you fell asleep. Dabi. Don't mind if I do, Dabi huffed. You grinned while Dabi sat next to you on the sofa within your apartment. Since he was out in the city, you invited him over. You didn't have any plans tonight because you did enough duplication robbing, and that part-time job to make yourself seem normal had a different schedule planned out for you. After Dabi slouched on the couch, you scooted next to him and rested your head on his shoulder and hugged his arm. Touchy, aren't you? Dabi mumbled. Maybe, or I just wanted a pillow. You snickered. As Dabi looked through the channels on the television, you ended up falling asleep. However, he didn't mind that at all. After shutting off the television, he slowly switched positions with you. Instead of sitting up, Dabi was now lying down and had you lying on top of him. The grin he held around you in his sleep was warm, comforting, and you felt beyond safe and even flustered. Even when you woke up here and there, you still managed to doze back off to the sound of its gentle breathing and heartbeat. Alright, so that's the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed. I don't have too much to say. Music link, fanfic link, Discord link, and thumbnail art link are all in the description. Go check those out. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!